right, so I just made a video about this post that I made on Facebook on March 29th, and I went over the Litecoin side of things. So now I wanted to show you the Bitcoin chart as well, because we are seeing a lot of correlations between Bitcoin and Litecoin. They are moving at a high correlation in the same direction. So same post, make sure you go watch the video on the Litecoin. So we're going to look at the Fibonacci, and I'm actually going to draw them the way that I saw it before things happen, so you can just see how price respects certain areas. So we're going to go back to Trading View here, get some of the ads out the way for a minute. And so this, of course, is what I saw on March 29th, because this is going to be the March candle. And maybe not all of this, but you know, for the most part, it was here, because that's that's where it closed, and so you know, it wasn't too far off from that. Okay, so now if you grab the fibs here, and what I use for kind of a breakout point, the area with the most touches, you know, you kind of look at that and you're like, okay, that could be a good area. But I really liked here just because it had a few more touches to it. And price clearly kind of like broke through, had this nice hammer. So now, of course, here, again, like I said, you kind of want to use the areas that have as many touches as possible. I kind of drag it over so like the colors will be there on the candles that you're looking at. So, oh, let me stop it. And there. So drawn fibs. All right, so from this kind of breakout point here up to there. Right, with this breakout. So it kind of coincided with the line that I have, I think, based off of this monthly chart. So the yellow and red lines are my support and resistance levels that I marked. Okay, so now let's go down to the weekly. And so when you talk about the 786, of course, we want to go and zoom in the week with March 29th. So about right here. Probably one more week, but I want to show you this first. I'm actually going to kind of move these over a little bit more. Staying in line with where we were. Actually, I'm going to go out to the monthly, because now that, it is April 16th now. I'm going to just go ahead and extend it so you can see it all the way through. But still in line with that point there. Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's go to the weekly. We're going to back that up there. Okay, so we see that it hit this high, of course, we all know, mid-December, around $20,000. Kind of definitely has been falling since then. But again, we have this 786 level around the 6383. Had previously touched this in the beginning of February, did a nice hammer off of it. And, you know, what looked like it could have been maybe a setup to move higher, but then just kind of went into consolidation. So now if you look at the daily, we're going to go to March 29th when I made this post. Okay, so our 786 line is here. Okay, so this around this 63, what did I say, 63.90 area. Okay, so March 29th, you can see here. Okay, so had a nice strong move down, clearly showing that it's going to continue to move down. Just really got to the outer Bollinger Band, you know, definitely a sign that it's going to keep moving downward. And again, some people may think, well, it's really about to drop, you know, it's really about to go. But it's approaching this really significant level in the 786. And so as you can see here, now, so that was March 29th. This is March 30th. So look how it's really just respecting this level. Here, this is beautiful. It just literally comes and touches this line. Now, mind you, this line has been up there for me for several weeks now, but this is an area of support and resistance from a higher time frame. And you could just see, look at this. Price just really has respected it and stayed there. And then this is the first time that on a daily chart that Bitcoin has closed above this halfway point on the Bollinger Bands in quite some time. And look at this huge jump in the stochastic. Now we're in the overbought. But, you know, I mean, that's such a strong move. Definitely poised to set up to continue to go higher. It may come down some. I don't see it coming back down below this 50 though. We'll see. We'll watch it. I do use the technical analysis to try to predict. Doesn't mean I'm always 100%, but as you can see with this 786 level, it really has respected it. So now again, it's April 16th. Bitcoin is at a high that it hasn't seen in, you know, a few weeks. But all in all, even though it seemed like it was going to be strongly moving downward and continue to go, look at this. It clearly rejects off this area, and this is the 786 level. So we'll keep up. We'll talk again. You know, maybe a few weeks, but we'll watch it. That's one thing. I mean, we can say what it's gonna do, but we don't know when. So, you know, I don't know if it's gonna do this huge takeoff like it did, you know, last year. But actually, probably the slower, the steadier, the better. But one thing I will say that I didn't do in the other video is, and I won't try to predict exactly where it's going, even though I may do a video on that. But the whole thing with this Fibonacci retracement is that it retraces to a certain level and then pretty much surpasses where it was before to a new high. So it's going to retest this level, but the plan is for it to get to a new high. And so, of course, we expect for it to go above 20,000. So we will keep you posted. Like I said, I may come back and do a video just to kind of show you what the Fibonacci extensions look like and where it could potentially go to in just this retracement explosion here. But definitely let's keep a watch on it, and whatever indicators work best for you, it's great. You know, these Bollinger Bands help make it more visual. I love the stochastic as well, just to kind of see where we're at, oversold, overbought. But, you know, you can really just use the support and resistance lines in the Fibonacci. So whatever works for you. If you have any questions, post them here on the video. Let me know. Connect with me, charnelsutton.com. And we're just teaching with people how to be more sophisticated investors, especially our women investors. Okay? All right. We'll talk to you soon.